You're not behind. You're just watching other people's clocks like a creep. Every morning, you open your phone and walk straight into a digital arena where everyone's showing off their wins, their new jobs, perfect partners, fancy trips, a parade of look how well I'm doing. And you, well, you're in your pajamas eating cereal that tastes like sugar and regret. You scroll and think, I should be further along. Whatever that means. You don't even know what along is anymore. You just feel like you're lagging in a game you didn't sign up for. And here's the truth, this timeline myth was designed to keep you chasing. It's comparison dressed as ambition, and everyone's pretending to win. No one's asking what the game even is. The internet turned life into a scoreboard, and your brain, poor thing, can't tell the difference between someone living differently and someone living better. The first truth is you can't fall behind in a race that doesn't exist. And the second truth is people would rather drown in comparison than float in silence, because if you stop comparing, you might have to trust yourself, and that's terrifying. That's where our story begins. Hear this. A woman named Claire, 32, living in Manhattan. She's got the job, the apartment, the wardrobe, the overpriced oat milk subscription, everything that should make her feel on track. But every morning she wakes up with that low hum of panic, like she's late for a meeting that doesn't exist. Does that sound familiar? She scrolls through her feed. Her college roommate just got promoted to VP. Her ex is getting married. Her friend just ran a marathon for fun. Meanwhile, Claire is celebrating surviving another Tuesday. She tells herself she's fine. Everyone moves at their own pace. You know, classic Instagram wisdom. But she doesn't believe it. Not really. At work, her boss raves about a new hire who's 24, sharp, fearless, and already running circles around people twice her age. Claire smiles and nods, swallows a quiet thought that maybe she peaked in 2019. That night, she walks home past glowing billboards that whisper all the way she's behind. New car, new body, new mindset, new app to optimize your miserable little life. And by the time she reaches her apartment, she's exhausted, but not from doing anything, from thinking about all the things she hasn't done. She sits on the couch, doom scrolls again, and wonders why her life feels like buffering. Real quick, if this hit a nerve, that's your cue. It's time to rewire that brain. Hit like so you remember this moment and drop a comment. What's one thing you're finally done comparing yourself over? And if you're serious about breaking the loop for good, come hang out in my Skool community where we turn mindset rewiring into muscle memory. Back to the story. That night, it hits her. Maybe the problem isn't she's behind. Maybe the problem is she's been following a map that wasn't drawn for her. Every milestone she's chasing was someone else's blueprint. Every should she's carrying was inherited. Every tick of her invisible clock belongs to a system that profits when she's inadequate. So she does something small, not dramatic, just different. She leaves her phone charging in the kitchen. No feed, no fake finish line. She makes tea, sits by the window, and stares out at a city that never stops moving. And for once, she doesn't feel like catching up. She doesn't quit her job, she doesn't move to Bali. She just stops sprinting towards other people's milestones long enough to ask a dangerous question. What if I'm not late? What if I'm exactly on time? For me, that's the moment everything changes. The idea of being behind only exists if you've accepted someone else's definition of ahead. Every generation inherits a to-do list. Graduate, pick a career, find love, buy the things, self-optimize, and of course, die politely. The system runs on your quiet panic. The feeling that you're always missing something, because anxious people buy faster, hustle harder, and rest less. But here's what no one tells you. Time isn't a ladder. It's a rhythm. Stop rushing forward when you're not even facing the right way. Feeling lost doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're finally leaving the script. The uneasy silence, that's your real peace. That's your mind unclenching after years of chasing. The world screams catch up, but catch up to what? If the goal is authenticity, you arrive the moment you stop pretending. You can grind for 10 years, chasing trophies that feel like handcuffs. You can outrun everyone and still lose yourself. So stop asking, am I ahead of others? And start asking, am I aligned with myself? Progress isn't always forward. Sometimes it's inward. Sometimes it's invisible. Sometimes it's as simple as taking a breath without judgment. Claire didn't escape Manhattan. She escaped the illusion of being late. Maybe that's your next move too. You're not behind, you're breathing, learning, adjusting. That's momentum. It just doesn't trend on TikTok. The people you think are ahead, they're usually sprinting from silence. So stop, listen, let the world catch up to you. The goal was never to be early. It was to arrive awake. So if you're done chasing timelines that were never yours, good. That means you're finally ready for the real work. Because the next trap isn't comparison. It's goals. The kind you set, hype up, and abandon 2 weeks later. If that's you, let's be honest, it probably is. Check out my next video right here. It's not about trying harder, it's about changing how you aim.